welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I am going to be sharing a recipe with you guys. So this recipe is like a perfect, easy summer dinner idea, and I'm going to be showing you guys how we make our burger bowls. And today's video is extra exciting because I'm actually collaborating with my friend Lindsay from the Toasted Pine Nut blog. You guys, if you don't already follow her blog and her Instagram, and then of course her YouTube channel as well, you are missing out. Seriously, all of her recipes are amazing. She definitely has like mastered combining healthy recipes with just like really indulgent stuff that actually really tastes good. And her stuff is usually pretty easy, which you guys know I'm all about. I love healthy food and I love to eat, but I don't love spending a lot of time in the kitchen. I just like to keep things pretty basic. So you are going to absolutely love her. So she is also going to be sharing an easy summer meal idea, and you can check that out over on her YouTube channel, but also make sure to just check out her blog too, because it's amazing. So as I said, I'm going to be showing you guys how I make burger bowls. So I definitely don't shy away from eating a regular burger with the bun and the whole 9 yards, but sometimes it is nice to switch it up, and this is just kind of a different way, kind of like a deconstructed burger, and it's something that Matt and I have really been enjoying lately because it's just a good kind of lighter version of a burger. It's good for summertime. It's just like a nice light meal. It's also really filling and pretty nutrient packed, and also of course it's pretty easy to throw together. Okay, so I'm just gonna run through first the ingredients that you guys are gonna need, and then we will get to cooking. So the very first thing you're going to need is just some kind of greens for the base. I like typically using like organic spinach or kale or something like that, but you can totally use iceberg lettuce as well. That's definitely more for burgers, but I typically, especially now that I'm pregnant, I'm just trying to get all the nutrients in as possible, so I'm gonna be using spinach for the base of ours. And then of course you're going to need some ground beef as well. I always buy organic grass-fed ground beef. I just feel that that's very important for me. You could totally do this with turkey too, and it doesn't really matter, but I'm gonna be using grass-fed ground beef. The next thing you will need is a big old sweet potato, and if you can only find small ones, I would probably grab 2, and then also an onion as well. So we're gonna be dicing up the onion to cook with the ground beef, and then we're gonna be roasting sweet potato to add to our bowls. And then also to top the bowl, we're gonna be using some pickles. I'm a huge pickle fan all of the time, but especially while pregnant. And you guys, these are the best pickles ever. They're called Grillo's pickles. I find mine at Wegmans. I've also seen them at Whole Foods. They are the best pickles ever. I just like, I'm like literally telling everyone I know to try these pickles because that's how passionate I am about how good they are. But I like them because A, they don't have any like color added. A lot of pickles have like yellow color added, which is a food coloring. No, I don't want that in my pickles. So they're just normal ingredients, but also there are literally chunks or like sliced up garlic cloves and dill floating around in the container. Like, they are so fresh, so flavorful. I know I've been talking about these for like 10 minutes, but they are that good. So we've got our greens base, we've got our ground turkey and onions, some sweet potato, some pickles, and it would not be complete without some kind of sauce on the top. So if you go on like Pinterest or Google, you can find all kinds of different burger sauce recipes. And the one that I like to make is kind of reminiscent of Chick-fil-A sauce, mainly because Matt is obsessed with Chick-fil-A sauce. So for the sauce that I make, there are a few different ingredients which I will go over now, but there are so many different recipes online that you can like play with, and if you want to do something a little bit different, it's all going to taste delicious. So the first thing is some mayo. So this is actually avocado oil mayo. I always buy avocado oil mayo. I just prefer it because it doesn't have soybean oil, it has avocado oil. So this is the Sir Kensington brands. I got this giant jar of it from Costco. I also like the Chosen Foods brand. To me, I don't really care, either one works. You're also gonna need some kind of mustard. This is spicy mustard, which regular mustard would be better, but this is just usually what we have. So that's what I use because we just prefer this overall. And then also some barbecue sauce. This is like one of my favorite barbecue sauces. The ingredients are okay, but mainly it's not laden with sugar. Most barbecue sauces, you will be shocked how much sugar is in a serving, but this one I think is like 5 or 4 grams per serving. It's not that bad. Also for the sauce, you're gonna need some kind of ketchup. This is just classic Heinz, and to be honest, this is not my first choice. It has high fructose corn syrup in it, which I really don't like, But Matt bought these huge bottles from Costco, so it's what we have right now, but I would much prefer like a more natural brand that uses regular sugar, but this is just what we have, so it's what I'm using. And then also we're gonna be taking a little bit of the brine, like the liquid part, the pickle juice essentially, from the pickles that I am obsessed with, and putting that in the sauce as well. And then you're also just gonna need a few basic spices like salt and pepper, and then also garlic powder to season both the sweet potatoes and the ground beef. So the very first thing we're going to do is preheat the oven to 400 degrees to get it nice and hot for our sweet potatoes to roast. So then we're just gonna want to slice up that sweet potato. You can do it in like long, more like French fry shapes, but I like to kind of cube it so we have like little chunks of sweet potato to put on the bowl. So we are just going to slice that up, make sure all the sweet potato is cubed, and then I'm gonna put it on a pan so that I can roast it. Drizzle some avocado oil on there. I prefer to use avocado oil when roasting because it has just a really high smoke point and therefore isn't going to oxidize as readily at high temperatures. So it's going to maintain its integrity and not have any free radicals basically in there. So I will kind of coat the sweet potatoes with the avocado oil, and then also make sure just to top them off with some salt and pepper, and I do like to sprinkle also a little bit of the garlic powder on there. So then I will pop the sweet potato in the oven for anywhere from 20 to 30 minutes. I just like to keep an eye on them because I do want them to get a little crispy, but I don't want them to burn. And then we will move on to slicing up the onion. So I'm just going to slice it in half and then just quickly dice up that onion just so it's nice and fine. And I don't want like big chunks of onion, just a very nice finely diced onion. Then I will grab a pan, add a little bit more of that avocado oil, and toss in the onions and just get those sauteing a little bit. And a few minutes later, I will then add the ground beef, and I will just keep breaking it up, stirring it around, and making sure that ground beef gets fully cooked through. Next, I will just quickly whip up that burger sauce. So I will add the mayo, the ketchup, the mustard, the barbecue sauce, as well as the pickle brine and a little bit of that cayenne powder. I will leave the exact measurements down below in the description box because that just makes it easier. And then I will just stir it up until it's well combined. And now it is time to actually put the bowl together. So I will grab a bowl, fill it with some of that spinach, and then I will top it off with the ground beef. And then I will add the sweet potato chunks as well as top it with some of those pickles. A few pickles might be enough for some people, but I like to go a little ham. I like more than a few pickles on mine. It's just my preference. And then I will go ahead and top it off with that sauce. So good. So that is it, guys. That is how you make these deconstructed burger bowls. They are so good for summertime, easy to throw together, a nice light meal. And also it's just kind of nice to switch it up from regular burgers since you're probably attending a lot of cookouts and barbecues at this time of year. Don't forget to check out Lindsay over at The Toasted Pine Nut. Watch her video. Also check out her blog. You guys are going to love her. I just know it. Also follow her on Instagram because she keeps it real on her Instagram stories and she cracks me up. She's awesome. You guys are going to love her. But that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do try out this recipe, definitely let me know down below. But that is all. Make sure to subscribe if you are enjoying my videos and if you love hearing about nutrition, wellness, health, lifestyle, all those things. I upload new videos every week. And would also love for you to follow me on Instagram as well. But that is it for this video, like I've said 100 times. Thank you guys so much for watching it. I really appreciate it, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!